In this video, we are going to discuss with the topic types of recruitment and process. Recruitment is an integral part of the broad process of selection, which includes the process of examination, certification. It is a process by which persons are attracted, tested, and selected for the services to fill up the vacant post. Recruitment, that is induction of a personnel in any organization, is the first and most important stage in personnel administration. Stele is right when he says recruitment is the cornerstone of the whole personnel structure. The need for a sound recruitment policy was first recognized by China long ago. In modern times, Persia was the first country to evolve a sound recruitment system. There are two sources of recruitment, internal source and external source. The purpose of the recruitment process is find talented and qualified individuals for growth and development of their organization. LD White defined recruitment as a specific steps taken to attract suitable candidates to apply for examination, and also said J.D. Kingsley, public recruitment may be defined as the process through which suitable candidates are induced to compete for appointment to the public servants. Types of recruitment. Three types of recruitment: direct and indirect recruitment, secondly, positive and negative recruitment, and last, mass and individual recruitment. So we discuss direct and indirect recruitment. Firstly, discuss with the direct recruitment. Direct recruitment means recruitment of employees through the prescribed methods from all available sources of supply. When the vacant posts in the government are filled up by suitable and qualified candidates available in the open markets, it is called direct recruitment. Merits of direct recruitment. Firstly, opportunity for employment to young and qualified person. Secondly, creates a sense of hard work among the candidates for improving their qualification. Through the induction of fresh and qualified person, it makes possible for a service to keep pace with the changing candidates and new techniques. More democratic in the nature, give an equal opportunity of all qualified person to get employment. So we discuss demerits. Those who are recruited to the responsible post are inexperienced. They have no administrative experience, and also it increases the burden of the recruiting agencies like Public Service Commission in India. Directly recruited persons have to be given training for several months. So we discuss in direct recruitment merits and indirect recruitment merits. So discuss indirect recruitment. What is indirect recruitment? When recruitment is made for a new and higher post from among the qualified person already employed in the government services, it is called indirect recruitment. We discuss merits of indirect recruitment. First merit is the recruited persons are experienced as they have already been in the services in the same department. Secondly, as a person recruited from the within, no needs for prolonged training for the any time, and also provides an opportunity to the employers to progress and advancement in their services. It's also make the possible for utilization of hard work efficiency, experience of the existing employees for the good of the society. So we discuss in demerits. First demerits, it is undemocratic. It gives an opportunity to only limited persons already in services. Second demerit is in its young and competent persons are denied to change in the enter of services. Source of supply is narrow and always restricted, but it can be conclude that good policy of recruitment always involves in combination of both direct and indirect recruitment method. So we discuss next step, positive and negative recruitment. Firstly, discuss positive recruitment. Positive method of recruitment is an operation when the recruiting agency activity best qualified and competent candidate for appointed in the government services in its techniques such a advertisement of the post campus recruitment are employed to attract the screening and employs to best possible brain and talent for the public services. Negative recruitment. Under this system, the emphasis is less providing competent and able persons for the public service and more on going to employees in the open market. It seeks to eliminate political influence, favoritism, but fails to concentrate upon the task of the selecting best persons. Mass recruitment and individual recruitment. So we discuss in mass recruitment when a large number of non-technical, unspecialized, past of the general nature are the field of the mass recruitment techniques are adopted. Like example, advertisement in the mass media and communication, large number of applications. Individual recruitments, it is a possible and desirable only in the case where is no post of be filled in the very small scale. Selecting candidate is generally done through interviews. It is operational in recruiting highly specialized techniques whose know is quite limited. So we discuss direct, indirect recruitment, positive and negative recruitment, and also massed and individual recruitment. Next, process of recruitment. Recruitment is the cornerstone of the whole personal structure. Firstly, discuss in identification of needs and recruitment of personnel in various departments. The first step in recruitment is that of asking the various governmental departments about their recruitment of personnel, that is, seek information as how many persons are required in which method and use the type of recruitment. Secondly, determining qualification and conditions. The second step in the process of recruitment is to determine the required qualification and other conditions for the appointments of a person. The qualifications required for public services can be divided into two kinds. First kind is general qualification and second kind is special qualification. Thirdly, designing of special application form. The next necessity steps in requirement for recruitment is the designing of the application from which is to be given to the application for different post. Fourthly, advertisement of the post. The next stage in the recruitment process of the advertisement of the post of newspaper or on the radio, television, In almost all countries, all newspapers carry special pages covering employments, advertisement over notification from various governmental, autonomous, and private agencies. Special employment newspapers are also published in many countries. Next, scrutiny of application. The next step in the process of recruitment is the scrutiny of application. All those applications who do not fulfill the prescribed qualification and conditions, these particular applications are also rejected, and complete field application are also accepted. Written examination. The next step in the process of recruitment is holding a written examination in order to determine the academic and general awareness ability of the candidates as well as merits. Firstly, special mental ability test. Such a test can be short answer over easy type test. Test involves both. These tests are to judge to general mental ability of the candidates, his memory and his degree to be considered. Secondly, aptitude test. This method is designed to measure for the aptitude test of the candidates. Aptitude tests are mostly used to fill up trade and clerical posts. Thirdly, achievement test. This involves assessment on the basis of their academic records, particularly academic record during the period of the students spent for getting the required degrees over diploma. Fourth, personality test. Personality tests are designed to assess the personal qualities, emotional attitudes, temperament, physical personality, confidence also. Interview and viva. The personality of the candidates cannot be really tested nearby the written examination. The oral test of the face-to-face interview or observe the group interview are also necessary for this all candidates. Selection process. The next step in the process of recruitment is the selection of the eligible candidates. Selection is an activity of choosing from among those candidates who are eligible and qualified. The final act of selection is responsibility of the government. If the government is satisfied, only then candidates are selecting in the appointment. So discuss last point is appointment. The next step in the process of recruitment is to appoint a selected person. Appointments are done by competent executive authority also. So we finally conclude that recruitment is the process of searching the candidates for employment, stimulating them to apply to job in the organization. Recruitment refers to overall process, identifying, attracting, screening, shortlisting, and interviewing suitable candidates for job, either permanent or temporary jobs within an organization. The development of recruitment strategy is a long process, but having a right strategy mandatory to attract the candidates. So in this process, direct recruitment and indirect recruitment, positive and negative recruitment, and mass recruitment over individual recruitment is very important process. Recruitment, it is a particular and integral part of the broad process of selection, which include the process of examination, interviews, and certification. So we need very important process of recruitment to understand. Recruitment is the very important fact of the all public service commissions.